Dr. Dilip Kumar, in Kolkata, we have some, the hospital was close to the concert. So, in an instance like this, we come back to it, the golden hour principle. You rush the person, the first thing you notice to the hospital, right? Rather than take him to the hotel, KK should have been taken to the hospital right away. His life would have been saved in your view.
Yes. I think there are 3 hospitals in the very near vicinity of the venue where it was happening. And it was almost 5 minutes distance. And a single ECG will increase the diagnosis. So a ECG will tell you whether there is a ST depression, ST elevation, if he's having a heart attack. And it will totally, differentiate the situation and can guide you towards better treatment or proper treatment.
I just want to ask you though, Dr. Dilip Kumar, you remember in Kolkata, Saurabh Ganguly last year, as fit a person, is fitness, people who have been on treadmill, who have stayed fit have also suffered heart attacks. Does that worry you, Dr. Dilip Kumar?
Yes, it's not always a, advanced coronary artery disease, something like 80%, 90% disease which leads to plaque rupture and, myocardial infarction. But sometimes it is 40% disease, 30% disease, anyone can have, and there is a plaque rupture and he goes into heart attack. So, and this is the age, you see 46, 50, early 50s, this is the age where the onslaught of coronary artery disease starts. And here we have to be very careful. At the age of 40, you should have screen yourself with a CT coronary calcium, a treadmill test, ECG, echo, and blood, lipid profiles. Very, very important, which we ignore. And one very important thing also,
yes,
all stressful jobs, like as a doctor, there are military men, there are police. Everywhere in job you go, there is a medical test and there is an annual medical checkups. Are the same thing happening in music industry, in acting, the professions? Probably this is lacking there, and it's my advice. If it is not there, it should be implemented.
So have that annual checkup. Yes, Dr. Mishra, you wanted to make a point. A viewer has said me a lot of 40+ people take up heavy exercise. Is that a wise thing to do?
Yeah. So the point I was trying to make was that. Well, he collapsed, and then there was a window of opportunity. He could have been resuscitated. The thing is that if you invest, for example, even school children are taught basic life support techniques, and even advanced cardiac life support are taught to even school children. Sometimes, all the police officers, the emergency, like ambulance drivers and firefighters, and so many other, even school teachers. But I think that kind of concept is not there in India, and therefore you miss this window of opportunity when somebody collapses. And if you immediately resuscitate doing CPR, or you could have given a shock, and now many airports and many areas, all the hotels should have a defibrillator available. And if you are able to deliver it quickly, then within 8 minutes or so, then you could save life. So I think that is another thing that is missing in this whole story.
There are lots of lessons. I can tell you, as someone who is at the moment going through a checkup because of my cholesterol and maybe stressful lifestyle, some would say, I have to be careful, and this is a warning to lots of people. But our thoughts today are with the family of KK and indeed his fans. It is terrible and tragic what's happened in this case. If only he could have been moved to the hospital just a little faster. I appreciate my 2 doctors joining me, and a warning to all of you out there: go and get your health checkups done regularly.